Hello, my name is Reba Bullock, and for this discussion board, I selected Scenario 4 on Jane Williams and the factors that she needed to consider when deciding to use a facilitator at a distance. I first want to read in Simpson et al. 2012, Teaching and Learning at a Distance. Foundations of Distance Education. It states here that, without the convenience of face-to-face instruction, the instructors really need to consider ways to facilitate the learning process and help students stay on task and assume the responsibility of their own learning, and that there is going to be some challenges in selecting the methods of teaching in order to make that happen. And as I look at that, I think the key points there is to keep the students engaged and on task and taking responsibility of their own learning. And I think the facilitator and the factors that Ms. Williams needs to consider when looking at facilitators would be, and I have selected three. The first would be the knowledge of that instructor or that facilitator and the use of technology that will be within that distance site or to actually deliver that distance education to those students. In case there are issues that arise or there's troubleshooting that needs to take place, they're able to maybe assist in that to help eliminate as much confusion and barriers to the students learning and the instructors teaching. Also, the second thing would be the knowledge of that facilitator in the course material itself. But I think if they're familiar with the course material, they're able to assist the students, particularly those that, they only have maybe one student at the site, because they may have to engage in some of the activities with that student to help them stay on task as well and stay involved and interested in the course. And the third thing would be having a clear understanding, making sure that facilitator understands their role, as well as the instructor understanding that and able to explain that to the facilitator, and them able to explain that to the students. Because I think the role is key, but the students must understand why that facilitator is there and how they can assist them in being most successful in this learning environment. So I think if Ms. Williams would take into consideration those factors, I believe they will present the most successful situation for those, or the best situation for those students to be successful and better utilize that facilitator at each site.